G'day Gooners and welcome back to the post-match pod. With me, George. I'm joined by Cal. Cal, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm fantastic today. Obviously, Arsenal got the win, but just going away from football for a second, obviously, Australia won the Ashes. George, how do you feel about that, first of all? I need
I'm
a quick word
actually
from you.
I'm actually going to the next test. Obviously, it means nothing now, but will still be a great day out. To be honest with you, I like cricket, but it's not the end of the world
Yeah,
for me.
I think the
I'll be
Boxing Day
honest.
test will be good. But speaking of sport in general, Arsenal 1-0 this morning. Job done in the end. It's another one goal margin, like the Wolves game, but I think we played a lot better, to be honest, than the Wolves game. What were your overall thoughts going into the game, and how did you think we started the game?
Well, I thought that we needed a response from Wolves because obviously the performance was pretty pathetic. Um, I actually really liked the lineup. Just I
Yeah,
thought that
same.
I thought that okay, a bit disappointing not to see Eze out there, but he sort of let them down. He let them down by not tracking what's his name, Matty Cash in the Villa game,
Mm.
and I think he's sort of been punished ever since. Like he hasn't really played that much. Um, so I like the lineup. I was pretty confident going into the game. Wanted to see a response. To be honest with you, I don't think again this was one of our best performances. I still think we're lacking a bit of rhythm. I think that listening to Arteta after the game as well, like he was talking about how he's waiting for the opposition to do something so that they can respond. And our and what it seems when I'm watching is that we're waiting for a team to come press us or to slightly move out of shape, so then we can go and try and play through them or play around them or play over them. Instead, what I want to see is us taking the game to the opposition. Like
Yeah.
we've done that in previous seasons. We've done that at some points during this season, and we've actually done that at some points during games um, like recently, but we haven't really done it for 90 minutes, and it's not something generally that we are doing. We're trying to control games too much, in my opinion,
Yeah.
and we're not trying to take the game to the opposition. I know it's you're playing sort of you're playing is it Jeremy versus Goliath? Is that no, that's wrong.
think so. I don't know.
I can't even remember what the
Something
what the
David.
David,
Yeah.
thank you. God, I'm gonna get absolute pelters on here for that. David versus Goliath, and we are the better team when we play against most teams at the moment. So yeah, we're playing against a team who are most likely going to sit back and try and absorb pressure and not really come at us. But when I look at Man City and when they play, it's a similar situation, but they basically condense their own half of the pitch so that they can invite pressure, and then they release Haaland in behind with your Cherkis or your Fodens with the ball in behind. And I think that's something that someone like Gyökeres needs, and we
Yeah.
don't give him. So
Yeah.
I would like to see that sort of implemented in the second half of the season. That being said, we got the result. There were good spells, and there were some spells that were less good. But we can properly break down the game in I guess in the next half an hour, 45 minutes. What did you think generally?
I think I definitely agree with you. I think that actually has been our problem recently in these, especially away games. I think it kind of started maybe at the Sunderland game, there was little flashes of it, but the Chelsea game especially was highlighted. We don't bring the intensity to the games. We look,
Yeah.
like you said, we try and control the game too much. Sometimes a bit of unpredictability is good, I think, in football. For a team like us who, in recent seasons we have been good on the break, but I think this year we're not as good. I think we wasted a lot of chances on the break today. But I think
Yeah.
overall it's better than last few weeks, but we're not at our best, if that makes sense. So I think it's something that we need to get better at though, is taking the game to the opposition, especially away from home and at home as well, because against Wolves, who were just lackluster, didn't like it looks like the boys thought they could go out there and just get the job done and kind of slack off a little bit. But as we know in the Premier League, there's no easy games, even against Wolves, who is statistically right now the worst Prem team of all time. So yeah, at the end of the day, I should say, better, but not at our best. But yeah, I'm very happy. One thing I need to say though about our players, Gyökeres, I thought Gyökeres played well today. I thought it was one of his better games for Arsenal, in my opinion. I think still not we're still not feeding him as much, but there was a few times where he was bullying defenders, making some runs in behind. I don't know. I saw you made a little face. I don't know if you agree with that or not, but he did
I
get the
think I
goal
think
penalty. But yeah, what were your thoughts on Gyökeres
I think
today?
it was a mixed performance
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Gyökeres. I think he did some good things. He does make very, very smart runs off the ball. I think that for someone of his size, I'd expect him to win more duels with centre halves. I think what he does very well is he actually pins a defender back quite well,
yeah,
but his first touch is never usually that good. So he gives himself more work to do. Now I remember a time where I think he got released from David Raya, and he sort of was able to hold back either Tarkowski or Keane. I can't remember who it was. He tried to like sort of roll him, and then he wasn't able to do it, and he lost the ball. And I remember just being so frustrated because Haaland would have been able to do it. Excuse
yeah,
me. Um, so yeah, he does some good things. He also got slipped in, I think, was it from Saliba or someone slipped him in,
yeah,
or it
Saliba,
might have been,
yeah,
yeah, slipped him in, and his first touch was quite good, but then he took another touch instead of just hitting it. Um, and it might be as a product of not getting those chances very often. When he
yeah,
does get them, he then sort of panics, or he's not as decisive as he was when he was playing for Sporting. Um, that being said, he took the penalty very well,
yeah,
and I was very, very confident. He's probably the guy in our squad who I'm most confident when he's stepping up. Like I don't get nervous at all. I just think he leathers
yeah,
the ball. Like I
yeah,
love it when he takes a penalty. You can really see his ball striking ability, which you don't get to see very often because he doesn't take many shots. I think like Haaland's already on 50 plus shots for the season. Like, and
crazy.
I think before this game, like Gyökeres was on 19, I want to say, or even maybe less, maybe like 11 or 12. So yeah, I think he can definitely be utilized better and profiled better by the rest of the squad. Um, I've got something to say about the midfield three because I've been crying out to see this midfield three. I think it's probably our most well balanced midfield three. I know Eze had a good time when he was playing as a number 10 and he was very close to the striker. Um, but I think in games like this, you don't need three midfielders ball side. And what I mean by that is when we build up, it's very obvious that Zubimendi and Rice are trying to receive the ball from our defenders. They're going to be the ones who try and play out. That's where I want to see Martin Odegaard just be a number 10 because he can do it.
Yeah,
I want him to be able to trust Rice and Zubimendi that he can literally sit in the pockets to receive the ball in the half turn and then make that killer pass. Whereas I feel like too often he tries to come towards the ball. He gets dragged towards the ball because he wants to set the tempo. Um, and I think that doesn't help the forwards because he's too far away from them. The
yeah,
spaces between him, Saka, Gyökeres, and Trossard today was too big at times. I think the time where we sort of saw the best of Odegaard was when he was sitting in those pockets and he was receiving the ball. I think it was a few times in the second half when it became more of a basketball match. He received the ball in really good areas. There was one sort of breakaway where at the time, I thought it was a really poor ball by Odegaard into Gyökeres. But I actually think Gyökeres made the pass look poor because his starting position was too narrow. He should have, Gyökeres, I'm not sure if you remember the situation that I'm talking about, but it was like a counter attack. Odegaard sort of drove forward with the ball. I think we were a 3 versus 2.
I think so. Yeah,
And he played a ball into Gyökeres, and he should have definitely played that pass. But Gyökeres should have started his run far wider and then come in to meet the ball so he could hit it first time. And it just made it look like Odegaard's pass was overhit. Um, Even then, like Odegaard could have just taken a shot. I think that's something that he doesn't do well enough, and he has the ability to do it. So there are a few things that are going on, I guess, with the relationship building of that squad that is not quite ticking at the moment. I'm not sure what you think about that.
I mean, I think it will just come with time. To be honest, I think that's what I've been crying out for recently is just it'll come with time. Obviously, Odegaard has been out injured for a while. He hasn't really played much with Zubimendi. He's played with Rice, obviously, in previous seasons. But I think this year our midfield, as you've mentioned before, is different. It's a different dynamic. But I do love seeing that midfield three. I completely agree. I think it's our most balanced midfield, and I think when you're comparing an Odegaard to an Eze, I think Eze does pick up those number 10 positions better, and it helps us to break the lines, especially against these low block teams. But then on the other hand, I also think that Odegaard is better at that final ball against low block teams.
Yeah.
As soon as I knew we were playing Everton, I wanted Odegaard to play because we know they're going to sit in like two banks of five or whatever they did, and are just more confident with him because you know he can provide that killer pass. You know that one pass is going to open up the whole game. So I think it will come with time, of course, and we'll get onto it later and we'll see what midfield you would go with against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup game. If you bring Eze back in, not sure. We'll get into that. But yeah, obviously we went 1-0 up. Gyökeres scored the penalty. I agree with you. I did want Gyökeres to take that penalty as well. We always seem to do that when someone picks up the ball and it's never actually the person that ends up taking the penalty, which I do like because I feel like the goalkeeper comes, they touch the ball and all that stuff gets in their head or whatever. But yeah, I'm so glad we have someone that can just rifle the ball into the net. Like Jamie Vardy is one of my favorite penalty takers for the way he just absolutely just rifles it in. Like even if the keeper goes the right way, the ball's going to beat them to it. You know, the ball's always going to be faster than you. So I was very happy to see that because I think we don't really have. I'm trying to think of if we have any players at Arsenal that have that sort of technique. Like I can't really. I don't know if you can think of any, but I can't think of any. Maybe Rice, I guess, but not really. But he wouldn't take a penalty anyway. But I'm happy that we have that as an option. But yeah, obviously we went into the break 1-0 up. Were you confident about the second half that we get another one?
We definitely should have got another one,
Yeah.
another two.
Yeah.
And it seems to be quite often with Arsenal that we are in tight games, and it seems like it's self-made. We make it tight, and when we get chances, we don't take them. Um, and it and at 1-0, you're so susceptible to a counter attack and one mistake which can cause a goal. So you have to take your chances when they come. And that Trossard chance was just like he'd be scoring that 8, 9 times out of 10. It's crazy that he hit the post. He actually hit the ball too well, I thought. He didn't have to hit the
Yeah.
ball as well as he did. But it was a great move, actually. We actually broke an Everton press. I think Odegaard had it on the right hand side and sort of played the ball into more central. I think it was into Declan Rice, who drove forward and played a perfectly weighted pass into Trossard, who should have scored. And then was it minutes after we had the Zubimendi off the post as well, and
Yeah.
also Saka. We had a great pass from Odegaard through the lines into Timber, who sort of played the ball back into Saka, who again I thought should have scored. Um, and when you don't score those chances at really important times during the game, like you're just giving yourself more pressure.
Yeah. I'm not super worried though about obviously we want to score all the chances, but I'm just happy to see that we're making clear cut chances. In the last few games, we've made a lot of half chances or scrappy goal. Like obviously the own goals is just sort of it is from quality, but like you can't really control the actual end product at the end of the day. So I'm actually happy that we're at least creating chances. It feels like the last few weeks we've been in a bit of a slump, but we're finally coming back. And I think today was like the 50% mark, and then we're going to start to click. Hopefully in the Christmas period, because as we've mentioned before, in I think like the last three podcasts, the Christmas period is not nice to us. Has not been nice to us, I should say, in previous years. What am I even saying right now? But yeah, for Arsenal fans, obviously, because we tend to just drop points. Fulham game, like there's probably countless more. It's just not a good time for us. But I'm confident going into this period that's going to click. I think one thing I want to quickly mention before we move on to the final parts of the game, just quickly, the penalty shout for Everton when Saliba sort of kicked. I personally, I think we got away with one there. To be honest, I don't know what you thought, but I thought we got away with one.
So, firstly, the penalty that we got was obviously a penalty.
Yeah,
I don't
no
know, don't know
question.
what the lad, don't know what the lad's doing with his hands up there. Um, Yeah, when it came, we did sort of get away with one. I've seen them given for
Yeah.
sure. I've seen them given.
Yeah, same.
I've seen them given against us, but I haven't really seen them being given for us. I remember one Jesus took a knock. I think it was against West Ham or Aston Villa, one of the teams that play in claret and blue a few seasons ago that he didn't get, and another one against Palace that Saka I think got kicked
Oh
from
yeah.
MacArthur
Yeah.
that he
Yeah.
also didn't get.
I think that was
So
outside the box though, that one. But that, I mean, that's just, it's dangerous, that one, isn't it?
yeah. So to answer your question, I've seen them given. I've also seen them
Yeah.
not given. So yeah, maybe we got away with one. Maybe we got away with one. I do want to pick up on Saliba's performance for the first hour. I thought he was outstanding for that first hour, and then after that incident, I feel like his head sort of went a little bit.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, completely agree.
and he was the one who gave the ball away for Barry being taken out just outside the box from Zubimendi, which I
Mm.
thought was quite a poor pass. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to give big William Saliba a little shout out because I thought he was very, very good in that first half, very composed, looked like the old Saliba. But yeah, no, I do think we did get away with one slightly.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
proves my point, man. Like, if you don't take your chances in these games, it's a moment like that that can literally cost you the
Yeah.
title.
Yeah. Also, shout out to David Raya as well. I thought he was very, very good on the ball today, especially. Didn't really have much to do. I don't think he did. Did they even have any shots? I can't remember. There was a few crosses he had to claim. Always confident about that.
They
But
had
yeah.
one shot on target, two shots in the game.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So not much to do, but with the ball at his feet, I feel like he really helped us play out from the back. But yeah. I mean, that's the exact reason why I've said it before, and I say it when I'm playing soccer as well. I hate a 1-0 lead. Like, I just hate it, to be honest, because all it takes is the other team to just get one goal, and it's just, you've dropped points, and that could be the difference between the title. I mean, what's the difference between us and Man City? It's 2 points. Like, that could cost us if we concede that goal, you know? Man City could go top at Christmas, but yeah, in the end, it didn't cost us, but I think we really need to switch on after the first goal and just try and get a second one. Just pretend it's 0-0, I reckon. Still 0-0, boys.
100%, 100%. But I just want to apologize to all our fans out there because Cal did just use the S word. Obviously, we call it football. So I apologize just to everyone for that little slip up. He will not be doing that one again.
No, I'm not apologizing for that, to be honest.
Oh, unbelievable, unbelievable. You think you know a guy. You think you know a guy, then that happens. No, you're absolutely spot on, mate. Seriously spot on. Yeah, yeah. It's interesting as well because the way City are playing at the moment, they're cantering
Yeah,
to
it's scary.
victory.
It is scary, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I mean, Haaland with another 2 goals today. I think that
He's a
makes us
machine.
on 39 points and City are on 37, I believe. And I think Villa are on 33. I don't know if they haven't played that. Did Villa play today? I can't remember.
No, they're
Yeah.
playing tomorrow, and
Oh,
the
wow.
reason they got United at
Oh,
home, I
yeah,
think.
they do. Yeah, so that could be a tough game for them. United seem to have turned a bit of a corner, still a bit inconsistent, but we'll see how that
If
goes.
you're not seeing Villa's recent results though, Villa like have like they're unbeaten in their last like
Yeah,
18 games or something. It's ridiculous.
it's
Unai Emery's really got them playing well, which is why I bought in Morgan Rogers this week
oh
because I
nice.
just like I'm on actually. I'm not sure, do you play fantasy or not so much?
I'm like one of those guys that will set it up on the first week and then look at it right at the end of the season, see how it went. So I have to get back into
Fair,
it.
fair enough. I'm
Yeah.
actually currently on 84 points for the week, so it's a good
Wow.
week for me. I just need Morgan Rogers to hit two or three, and I'll be flying.
That'll be good. I hope good luck for you. I don't know if you have any forfeits that you're trying to avoid.
Not forfeits, but we have I think we all put $20 or 10, 15
Okay.
bucks in one league. So if I win that, that'll be a good day for the bank account, I think.
Nice, nice, nice. But yeah. So obviously we're 1-0 up. Zubimendi did that challenge. As soon as I saw it on the replay, I actually thought he fully got the ball in real time, but then I saw it. Wasn't a foul for me. I don't know if you thought the same.
It was a foul.
You
It was
reckon?
definitely a
I
foul.
don't. I think
Yeah.
he went down too easily. To be honest, I thought it was a bit of a
He
soft one.
bought he bought the foul. It was a foul though. It was a foul though. So
Fair enough.
I think we got away
It
with
was
one
either
in
way.
terms of
Yeah.
it not being inside the box. I think we really got away with one there because I think he sold it that well that if it went to VAR and it was in the box, it would have been given. I think,
Yeah,
but
I think so. It's one of those
who's
ones
to
that
say?
goes either way. You never know. But yeah, obviously we did get the job done in the end. I just want to ask you about, because you know I'm a big Gabriel Jesus fan, but how did you think? Because I feel like we played differently when he came on. It obviously was a
Yeah,
different game scenario, but what did you make of his performance and the sort of team's performance when he came on? Because
I
it
was gonna.
I know you're
I,
smiling, but it does change the whole dynamic,
no,
like
I
switching the
was gonna bring it
striker.
up.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was gonna
okay.
bring it
Fair.
up to because I know how much you love him. He he just brings something else. He's just quality. His
It's
first touch is
class.
always good. He can play in tight spaces. I think that's the biggest difference for us when he
Yeah.
plays is that he drifts all over the pitch, right? So he's not like a proper focal point like a Gyökeres is, or even a Kai Havertz is on occasion. But he just his first touch is so good that I don't know, the ball just sticks to him in a different way. Like even when the ball's coming in from like I don't know, like keeper, like it's coming in high, like he can just chest it, and he's just such an aesthetic footballer. And
Yeah.
and then when he gets the ball at his feet, like he's always trying to play through, and that's what I love about him most. Like he's trying to play in central areas, and we have a problem that we aren't very good at playing in central areas a
Yeah.
lot of the time. Like we usually force the ball in wide areas because obviously Saka's out there and Trossard's out there, and that's where our goals usually come from. But yeah, he does allow us to play in just a different way, and I'm really excited to see if we can really get him firing.
Yeah.
Um, because I guess what I love about the four strikers that we have, and I'm going to put Mikel Merino as one of those
Of
four, just
course. Yeah.
because he's been playing there quite a lot for us and he can do it. They all bring such different qualities.
Yeah.
So like depending on the game that we play and the opposition, like you can ask any of the four of them to do a certain job and they can do it to a pretty high standard. And Jesus is no different. He just needs to stay fit, and that's really the end of it for him. What did you think about him when he came on?
Yeah. I thought it was obviously didn't get a goal or anything, but I thought we just looked a lot better, a lot more controlled when he came on. Like I love how when he gets the ball, I'm very confident that he's gonna sort of make something happen, open up a little bit of space. He's always looking to find space. Like he obviously drops a lot deeper than Gyökeres and I was about to say Haaland for a second. I wish, but Havertz, and obviously Marino. Oh, Marino does drop a bit deep, but it's a different sort of player. Obviously, he's better like turning than Marino. But the thing I like about Gabriel Jesus as well is his ability to play on the wings as well. Obviously, there was a few points in the game near the end when he was swapping with Martinelli. He'd been playing a lot like on the left hand side, and I love to see that as well because obviously Martinelli can probably play through the middle as well. Obviously, when we're playing on the break, it's really good for him to be there. There was one point where I tried to send him over, and I thought it was going to be another flashback to all those goals that he seems to get, but it wasn't quite meant to be. But yeah, I think I just love how we have. That's the quality. That's the beauty of this depth that we have this year. It's just so quality how we have four strikers that every game scenario we can use them. But I do hope Havertz comes back soon. I don't know if you saw, but he got like another setback. I think he's not going to be back till early to mid January, which is just such a shame because I think he must be watching like our team at the moment, thinking like I can, he can help out a lot. You know what I mean? So very
100%.
keen,
Yeah,
very
no.
keen for him to come back.
Nah, and just in general, just to have a fit squad. Like I think this team
Yeah,
really does miss Gabriel, both
yeah,
on the ball and off the ball, and mentally, and his leadership qualities and his set piece ability. Like I think Gabriel is the big miss for me. Like I think Hincapié is a very good player. He's a young player as well, but one thing that Hincapié does really struggle with is when the ball's coming across him and he wants to control with his left foot because he's left footed. His first touch is not always very good. And he sometimes the ball like sort of goes off the pitch and he's sort of stretching for the ball and it causes problems, man. It causes the
yeah,
throw-ins and set pieces and yeah, it's difficult, man. When the level is so high with someone like Gabriel, the person who comes in is not going to be as good. So you're always going to be sort of struggling slightly. But yeah, I guess the level is nowhere near as low as it was when we lost Gabriel last season. So
yeah.
I guess I'm complaining for no real reason. Um, we got to the final whistle just about. We got the 3 points, which is fantastic, and I guess uh, absolutely needed for this period, especially with Man City playing so well and just eating points up like they're nothing. Um, what's your thought process for the Crystal Palace game? Obviously, we play another 7 a.m. kickoff for us on Christmas Eve, which is super exciting. The game this morning was also at 7 a.m. and the last game was also 7 a.m. So
Good
we've
times.
had yeah, we've had quite a few lucky ones for us. Carabao Cup, obviously, it's an important game, but I personally think that Arteta will rotate.
I think so.
Um,
Yeah.
what would you, I guess, what would be your predicted 11?
I think, look, going into this game, I think because look, it is a quarterfinal, and I want to go as deep as possible in every single competition. I want to win every single game. I said that before. Um, but I think he will rotate, but I'd only maybe half rotate. I haven't given much thought to my lineup, but I think I can probably do it on the spot here. I think in goal, I'm going to go Raya. I know maybe some people might say Kepa, but he seems to not favor him in. I don't know. I want to ask you actually, would you start Kepa? Because obviously Raya's played a
Yeah,
lot, but
I'd
it is a
start Kepa.
quarterfinal. It is a quarterfinal, but also I do back Kepa as well. So
I'd
you
start
know,
Kepa. In the Carabao, in the FA Cup, it's a different story. In the Champions League, different
yeah.
story. But in the Carabao Cup, I'd start Kepa for
Fair,
sure.
fair. Okay. Yeah, okay, I agree. I would go Kepa. I think for a goalkeeper, it doesn't really matter. I think they're both quality anyway. So yeah, Kepa at right back, kind of the back four almost picks itself. I got one change in there because obviously got so many injuries at the moment. I'm gonna go Timber, Saliba, Hincapié, and I'm gonna go Lewis Skelly. I think the left back position is really the only one we can actually rotate in, to be honest. So I'd like to see that. I think in the midfield, I want to. It's tough, because Zubamendi's played a lot of minutes, but I also think that he's so important to this team. I think I would give him a rest. He's played a lot of minutes recently. I'm going to put Rice in the sixth there, and ahead of them, I'm going to put Marino and Martin Odegaard. I think I want to see Odegaard keep playing. On the left, Trossard, because I think Martinelli, Crystal Palace are not going to go too crazy against us. I think they'll sit like they did. Obviously, we should mention afterwards we've played Crystal Palace this season already, so we kind of know what to expect. But cup football is also a lot different. On the right wing, I'm gonna go Saka, and up front, I'm gonna go Jesus. I don't know if that's too early with his injury, but I back him to play at least 60 minutes. I don't know what you think of that team.
No,
Obviously,
it's
I'm
a good
happy with
team.
any team, but what would your team be?
My team's different. My
Okay,
team
all
is
right.
different.
Let's hear it.
It's slightly controversial, actually. I think I
All
don't
right.
think you'll expect what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Um, so I would go Kepa in goal. I
Yep.
just think that he's made the move from Chelsea. He needs game time, and this is the perfect sort of opportunity for him to play. So
Yep.
I'd go with Kepa. Here's where I'm going to slightly differ. I think that unfortunately Mikel really messed up by playing Ben White in our last game, and obviously he got injured. So for me, um, I'd play Norgard at right back.
Okay.
That's what I do. I think
Okay.
he's played at he's played at right back
Has he?
before.
Fair enough.
He obviously played at centre back for
Yep.
us a few weeks back. So he play at right back, like a sort of an inverted right back. I think obviously Thomas Partey did it when he was with us,
I don't think
and
we looked good
obviously
when Party played right back. To be honest, I
no, not
hated it, to be
necessarily.
honest. But who knows? That's the thing I like about the cup as well, is playing these players that don't normally play. And even if they're in
100%.
new positions, I mean, we could unlock something with that. Could be a new option for us. So not
Absolutely, absolutely. And he's obviously big and physical, so he's good in the air. His passing angles are usually quite good as well. So I'd go with Norgard at right back.
nice. I like it. I
At
like it.
at centre back, I would go with Saliba and Calafiori.
Okay.
I'd give him Capia a little rest, and I'll go with Miles at left back. Um, Obviously, Miles deserves some game time, so he can play. At six, I'll go with Declan Rice. I agree with you. Um, I would go with Yeah, I'd probably agree with you in terms of Marino and Odegaard in front of Declan Rice. Um, but I would go with Eze out on the left.
Okay.
Eze would be my left winger. Reason being is obviously when we last played against Palace, he scored. Would quite like to see him just isolate fullbacks, isolate centre backs or third centre backs because they might play five at the back. Um, yeah, I think he can cause some serious issues. On the right, I'll go with Madueke. I'd rest Saka
Oh
in
my
this
God.
game.
Honestly, I forgot about Madueke. He goes in my team.
Yeah,
But that's just my bad. That's just a brain fade from me. Madueke's in my team. Honestly, just
yeah.
completely
No,
forgot
I'd
about him.
rest Saka. He's had a lot of game time as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's been injured, so Madueke goes out on the right hand side, and I also would play Jesus up top. So
Nice.
that would be my 11. Confident, very very confident.
Yeah, I'm confident as well. I think we can definitely get the job done. Score predictions. Let's do it. I think, how did we go last week? I think I said 2-0 to Arsenal, so I just missed out on that one. I think you said 2-1, I think. 3-1?
So what? So I got the score right. No
What
way.
it- You got the goal margin. You got goal margin right,
No
I
way.
guess. So I guess we kind of get a point each, I guess. I don't know. We should have
Yeah.
we should got a two at least. Trossard one if that went in. Would have been 2-0.
Oh yeah.
Shout
Ridiculous.
out to Logan on the Spotify. He called it spot on, 1-0 win. Oh, that was a week ago as well. I only just saw it before. So yeah, wow, that's ball knowledge right there. But yeah, Crystal Palace at home. What do you reckon?
I think it's going to be a comfortable win. I'm actually pretty confident. I think we're going to win 3-1.
Okay. I'm gonna go 2-0. I think it'll be comfortable. I think we'll get another goal. I just think we'll get two and then we just can't get the third. Like similar to today, but we can't get the second. I also just want to mention as well, because obviously quarterfinals, all the other games have been played. So if we win this, we're going to be playing at Chelsea in the next game, which, in my opinion, I actually think that was the best outcome for us. I think we
Yeah.
either could have got Man City or Newcastle, which obviously Newcastle, always a tough place to go. I know we won there this season, but it was very, very tough game. We drew against Chelsea away, but that obviously red card has changed that whole dynamic of that game. So cup football is very different as well. But I think playing against Chelsea will be good for us. So hopefully we can make it through that. What do you reckon? Do you reckon Chelsea was probably the best outcome?
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. I think that all the games, however you look at them, when you get to that stage of a competition, are hard. But we've got to go and we've got to win it, in my opinion. I remember we had this conversation quite a while ago now, Cal, and what I said was when City were winning title after title, they would always usually win the Carabao Cup because
Yeah,
it's the first competition of the year and it really sets the tone for the rest of the season. And I think what it will do to our squad, especially, is it will prove that they can win.
yeah,
And we've got really, really close to winning. And obviously, in Arteta's first season, we won the FA Cup, but the only two players who are there still from that squad 6 years ago is Saka and Martinelli. So for the other lads who have come in, it'll be really important for this group to win something. Um, so so yeah, we got to go on what it will be. Was it Tuesday morning for us or Wednesday morning for
be
us?
Christmas Eve for us. So that's another
Wednesday
thing
morning.
as well. Please, Arsenal, just give us a good Christmas. Like this really. Well, if we win that game and then Christmas the next day, Boxing Day, it's going to be a hell of a few days. It'll be great. So hopefully we can win that. I am expecting a win, of course. Who do you reckon will score?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with Eze again.
Okay.
He likes to score against his old team. I'm gonna go with Gabby Jesus as well,
All right.
and I'm gonna go with a different goal scorer for the third. I'm gonna go for a set piece. I'm gonna go Mikel Merino.
All right. I'm gonna go
What about
2-0.
you?
I'm gonna go Jesus one, and I'm just gonna throw one out there and just see if it lands. Norgard's getting on the score sheet, I reckon. If that
Love
lands
to see
though,
it.
that clip will be crazy. So we'll see how that goes.
See,
Hopefully, thank.
Norgard wasn't even in your starting 11, but now
No,
he's scoring a goal.
he's gonna
Fantastic.
come on. He's gonna come on, obviously.
Love
We'll
it.
see. We'll
Absolutely love
see.
it, Cal.
I just
Love
have
it,
I just
Cal.
have a feeling. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, obviously that's probably all we have time for today.
100%. And before we do stop, I do want to say, in light of what's gone on in Sydney, in
Oh,
Bondi,
yeah.
I just want to send my love out to all those families affected. Absolutely horrifying what we saw. But yeah, want to send my love and condolences to all the families that were affected. And yeah, wish you all a Merry Christmas as well, and a happy holidays.
Yeah, same here. Sending all our love out and condolences to all the victims and all the families impacted by that. Hope they have a good Christmas. Hope everyone has a great Christmas and we can all move on from this. But yeah, Merry Christmas as well, guys. We don't know if we'll be back for a podcast on Christmas Eve. Not sure about that yet. We'll see how that goes. But if we don't speak to you guys, Merry Christmas. We'll be back definitely for the 28th after the. God, we're playing Villa again, right? Villa?
Yes, I
Villa.
believe so.
Oh, I might be getting that. That could be a shocker for me. I'll just quickly check. But it's either Brighton or Villa, I believe. Brighton, sorry. Then we play Villa on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
So hoping for a
I
good
thought
two
as you
games
said
there.
that. I thought as you said that, I was like, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it's
because we
Brighton.
just
But I didn't
we
want
haven't
to.
played Brighton. Yeah, we played them in the cup. That's what I was getting confused about. So
Nah, it's all good,
yeah,
brother.
yeah. Hopefully that goes all well for us. Merry Christmas to you guys. Have a great New Year as well. We'll be back definitely on the 28th. If not, then on Christmas Eve maybe. But yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. I feel like I've said it so many times, but the Christmas spirit's in the air.
this guy loves Christmas.
I love
Um,
Christmas. Yeah.
oh, and you got anything planned for the festive period there, Cal?
Just hanging out with family. Wearing my Arsenal shirt on Christmas Day as normal.
Has to
Obviously,
be done.
a lot of food, as well. So looking forward to that. George is going away. That sounds class.
Oh yes, my family are coming in from the UK, which is super exciting. I haven't seen
So
them in like 6 months,
you gonna
so it
watch
should be
the games
great.
with them?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely, I
great.
will.
That'll be good.
My
That'll be very good.
my parent my parents are actually already in New Zealand, so my
Oh
dad
man.
is he's gotten his first spell of waking up
Yeah. How
to
does he
watch
find
Arsenal in
it?
the
How
morning.
does he find it?
Well, to be fair, he's got quite lucky. He's had both seven
Oh,
a.m.
true.
kickoffs
No, if he's
Australian
in,
time. So
oh yeah, he's in New
in New
Zealand. It's
Zealand,
probably
it's
like
it's like
9 or 10, right?
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So he's done all right, but
Wow. Yeah. Fair enough.
for the 2 a.m. He's going to be struggling, I'm sure. But we'll get through it. We will get through it. Yeah, just I guess to all those out there who are watching our content, thank you very very much. I know myself, but particularly Cal is really putting a big shift over the last 2-3 weeks while I've been slacking. So big ups to yourself, Cal.
No
Got
worries.
our highest viewership on a
Yeah.
video,
Yeah.
31K, I think it was. So
Yeah.
thank you to everyone who's viewed. Continue to like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I think in the new year we're going to do a little thing where we read comments and we read questions and we answer
Yep.
questions.
Let's do it.
Definitely something that we've wanted to
Get some
do, and
guests.
we
We'll get
haven't
some
really
guests
done
on
it.
as well. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, some guests in the future. We're trying to organize that, see how that goes. Maybe some fans of opposition teams and that sort of thing. So keen for some spicy arguments. Hopefully, I really want to do a combined 11 because I love watching those. So definitely keen for that. But yeah, probably all we have time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of our socials will be on the screen below here. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. From me and George, Merry Christmas and have a good Christmas, Gooners. How about that?
Absolutely. Have a good Christmas, Gooners.